Hi everyone, this is AFCRDTV and welcome to highlights of AFC Rushden Diamonds against Beaconsfield SYCOB from the Southern League Division 1 Central on Saturday afternoon. Diamonds fielded the same starting 11 that won so convincingly in midweek, and it was Beaconsfield with the first opportunity of the game. Forward Omari Patrick bringing a save out of Matt Finley before a slip from Delroy Gordon let in Callum Bunting, with a brilliant double save from Finley kept Diamonds level. Then a Tom Lorraine flick on from a Sam Brown long throw caused havoc in the box, but Beaconsfield keeper Hazlitt managed to save. And then, with the game getting closer to half time, a wonderful cross-field ball from Andy Hall found Tommy Berwick, who converted nicely past Hazlitt for the opener for the Diamonds in the 42nd minute. So at half-time, AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Beaconsfield 0. It had been a rather stop-start affair in the first period, and the Diamonds knew that if they could get a second goal, it might put the game to bed. Here Tom Lorraine shooting wide, before Beaconsfield would come into it more. Matt Finley called on again for a save. Before Tom Lorraine just got his head to an Andy Hall cross, but that went wide. Before Lorraine was involved again, slicing that cross onto his own crossbar. And then he was involved at the right end again, bringing a good save out of Hazlitt. And no Diamond was there for the rebound. And perhaps Diamond's best chance in the second half fell to second half substitute Courtney Herbert. But Hazlitt ran out of his goal at just the right moment and put the Diamonds man off. And as the chances started to rack up for the Diamonds, there with a chance from Hall, it became clear perhaps it wouldn't be the Diamonds' day. And eventually, after Diamonds struggled to clear a corner, the ball fell to Aaron Berry, who with quick feet found just the right size of gap to get the equaliser past Finley in the 88th minute. Try as they might, Diamonds were not able to get a winner. Herbert's touch just deserting him there. So full-time AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Beaconsfield 1. A hard-fought point and probably the right result. Man of the match, chosen by sponsors Tech Trailers Limited, went to keeper Finley. And Diamonds are next in action at home on Tuesday evening against Leighton Town.
So on AFCRDTV, once again the final, AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Beaconsfield SYCOB 1. With the man of the match, Matt Finley, and Finners, I guess the highs and lows of the football season, sort of a microcosm. This past week we have a tough loss and then a big win, and today we're sort of in the middle with a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, we're all a bit disappointed today. We plan to win as we do every game, but bit of a sucker punch for us at the end, but maybe after the first half performance, maybe draw was a fair result.
It seemed like Diamonds really didn't create a lot of scoring opportunities, especially in the first half, but then a very nice assist by Andy Hall and Tommy Berwick keenly slided the ball into the net there. What did you see of that play?
Yeah, it was a good goal. Yeah, Tommy took it well. It was a good ball by Holy, but that was the only chance we really had first half. We were disappointed, and what can you say? We come out second half, done better, but then we conceded right at the death again.
What was Peaksy like at halftime? What did he have to say to the team at halftime?
He weren't best players, put it that way.
And then on to the second half, you kept it going pretty well. Defense was solid for a while, and it was still at 1-0 though. I guess you were hoping Diamonds would get at least one more goal.
Yeah, we couldn't quite get another goal, could we? We had a couple of chances, but nothing really clear cut. We just we didn't really get going, I don't think. We played a lot better second half, but we didn't do well first half. We're disappointed in there, to be fair.
And I guess I have to ask you about the goal then that their substitute, Aaron Berry, scored in the 89th minute. What did you make of that one?
Yeah, a few of the lads are saying he was offside, but it's hard to say when you're in the heat of the game. I'm not really sure. He's come from behind, but I don't know whether he was offside or someone was with him or what, but we're disappointed to concede like that.
We almost escaped, but then darn it, he put it right in there right at the nth moment. But at any rate, it's not a loss. It's not a win either, but it feels like a loss though.
Yeah, we've got used to winning, and draws do feel like losses, but we're ready to bounce back. Hopefully go again Tuesday and get a win.
Well, like I said, peaks and valleys during the whole football season, and you get a chance to go right back at it on Tuesday night, another home match against, let's see, it's Leighton Town, right? So early thoughts about that game?
Yeah, we'd hopefully get our heads up and then go again Tuesday, hopefully get 3 points and stay up the right end of the table.
All right, well, thanks for your time, Matt. Cheers.
So thanks, Bruce and Matt. I'm now here with manager Andy Peaks after today's game against Beaconsfield SYCOB. Andy, disappointing end to the game?
Yeah, I think it was a very disappointing end. Obviously, to be that close to 3 points and then end at a 1 is obviously disappointing.
But you had some selection problems. You got a few injuries at the moment. Let's just talk about those first. Sedge, I think he missed on Wednesday.
Yeah, Sedge got a little problem with his knee. He's had a little injection, which he has every now and again, to clear some scar tissue. He should be back available ready for Tuesday night.
And I know we're missing that change in the wing with Elliot. Elliot looks like he could be out for a bit longer.
Yeah, Elliot's had a scan. There is some damage there. They couldn't make out if it was a fracture or not, so he's got to go back and have a second scan. So yeah, again, he's a long-term one at the moment.
And we had Dan Quigley missing from the bench. Any reasons for that?
Yeah, obviously he was carrying injury, so he came Wednesday night, and then he's not available for selection today. So there'll be more to follow on that one, I think.
But you brought a new player in. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Reddy's come in. He's experienced. He's a centre half, which obviously we need some cover with Bully. Obviously Dell's been struggling a little bit with injury, although he's come through that. So yeah, Reddy will add a bit of experience to the squad, and hopefully there'll be some more to follow.
So you kept the same team as Wednesday. Good win on Wednesday, and but to give Beaconsfield their due, they played well in that first half.
Yeah, I thought first half they were particularly good, or we were particularly poor, if I'm honest. I wasn't at all happy first half. We didn't do the things we do. And to be fair, it flattered us massively to come in at 1-0, so I thought we had a chat at half time, went through the positives, which didn't take long, went through the negatives, which took a lot longer, and I thought we were actually better second half.
But it was a good goal.
It was a great goal, yeah, that was the one bit of quality. For me, the positives were Finners making some good saves, a great ball from Hawley, and a great finish from Tommy Berwick, and after that, the only positive was that they hadn't scored.
So second half, we did change it, and we did look brighter, and we came out, and we got at them.
Yeah, I thought we played better second half without playing great, but again, they're a decent team. So it's never going to be easy. We had a few chances though, which I felt we needed to take a second one because I always felt they'd get a chance, and that obviously arrived right near the end.
And Courtney did come on. He did actually cause them a few problems and had that great chance for a second goal.
Yeah, it'll be disappointing, Courtney, because when he's played a few games, he'd have scored 1 if not 2 today. But he did add something a little bit different. He's not played a lot of football the last little while, so he wasn't as sharp as in finishing wise as he can be. But he certainly did cause them a few problems.
And I suppose everybody in the crowd was worried near the end, and that equaliser came.
Yeah, the equaliser came, didn't it? It was a scramble. It looked like there was an offside in it, but no one's sure if and what, so we'll have a look at it. But we've said it before, when it's 1-0, they're always going to get a chance, a deflection or a decision, and that's happened today. We have to dust ourselves off, don't we? It's still a point. Did we deserve more than a point over 90 minutes? Probably not, if I'm honest. Would I have took 3 with a minute to go? Yeah, I would.
And I think this is a change from last season, where we expected to win every game. It's going to be like that this season.
Yeah, there's not any easy games this year, is there? All the teams have stepped up a level, and we have to be at our best to win. And we wasn't at our best today. For me, it's better because it's more of a challenge, isn't it? Really, last year some of the games become too easy. This year, everyone comes, they're more organised, they're fitter, they don't give you anything, and it makes it more difficult.
And we still haven't lost since the season before last at home.
No, we're cutting ourselves well, haven't we? Really, overall, we've got to be happy where we are. Yeah, I want to win every game, especially when you're that close to winning, and then to drop points is disappointing. But the bigger picture is we're still in a fantastic position. We've made some big inroads from this time last season. Yes, it's a tougher league. Yeah, we're doing okay.
Are you still looking to strengthen the squad?
Yeah, there'll be a couple more coming in hopefully within the next 7 to 10 days. I think it needs strengthening. I think it's proved that. We got away with a couple of scholars the other night who come on and done really well. But week in, week out, I think you probably need a bit more experience than them. I think they'll have little cameo roles here and there, and they might get the odd chance. But we need a bit more depth in the squad. I think that's become apparent over the last couple of weeks, and I'll be adding to do that this week.
And it was great to see a good crowd here today. It's been a difficult week for the club with the fire, and I suppose the win would have been nice, but a lot of hard work goes on behind the scenes. Yeah,
I think it's been a fantastic week for the club. It was nice to get the win. It was nice for a young kid to score the other night who's come through the system, and they say the work that people have put in this week to make the game go ahead. We have to appreciate that. And it's a shame we couldn't have warmed up a little bit more and got them 3 points, but we were trying.
Let's hope on Tuesday night we can make it be a bit warmer.
Absolutely, we'll be going for that, John. Definitely.
Take care, mate.